We're here with Tara Lane, the coach, and Kirby Lane, the mentor of the North Miami WarriorTech Robotics team. And what can you tell us about your program?
Well, we're a third-year program. We started here at North Miami 3 years ago, and to bring STEM education to our community.
We're made up of kids from 7th grade, sometimes 6th grade, up through their senior year. We had a great year last year, got to the World Championship, won the state championship here, won a division at North Super Regionals. So we're hoping to build on that success this year and see if we can do even better.
And it's all extracurricular. They don't really have classes they take here at North Miami. It's done after school.
We have a very dedicated group of kids. They're all very helpful, willing to work together, help out whenever needed.
That's part of STEM though, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, true. Working together, cooperation.
And you've got all kinds of ages, so as one graduates and move on, someone's got to move up into that place, huh?
Yeah, the kids need to mentor each other, and the older ones need to teach the younger ones the ropes and help them become the best ambassadors of FIRST that they can be.
Always showing gracious professionalism.
And cooperation.
So you haven't had a what do they call them, matches or meets, or what do they call them?
Not had a match yet this year because our first
Qualifying tournament.
Qualifying tournament. Our first one got canceled due to weather up in Griffith about 3 weeks ago, and thankfully they rescheduled it, and it will be this Saturday. So we will be making our debut this season.
And then the following weekend is the big one here in North Miami.
It is the first annual, hopefully, North Miami Arrowhead Qualifying Tournament. Be here at the high school on Saturday, February 16th from about 10 o'clock in the morning. They'll be opening ceremonies, and the finals should wrap up and awards around between 5 and 6 p.m.
How many teams do you got coming so far?
33 teams coming to the school for this all-day event. It's free to the public. It's going to be half party, half competition. So it's a good time, and everybody in the community should come out and enjoy.
Where do they hold that, in the gym then?
It's in the main gymnasium. The pits will be in the auxiliary gym. If you have safety glasses, bring them, or they have them to borrow. You can go in and see all the team pits, see the kids, talk to them, look at their robots, learn about their program, because everybody's different.
Well, maybe I can interview some of your junior engineers here and see what it's all about.
That would be wonderful.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thanks.
We're here with Brittany, Chloe, and Kaylee, who are junior engineers on the WarriorTech Robotics team. And so what do you got there? Your
engineering notebook.
How does that work?
Well, this is a big part of the FIRST program. Basically, you document everything you do. You tell about your team, you tell about your outreach, you tell about your engineering process. Everything is in this book.
So is this part of the competition?
Yes, you get judged on this notebook.
So it's not just the robot out here doing things, it's
Also the engineering notebook while we have an interview also.
So you get interviewed and that's part of the scoring?
Yes, we are interviewed and we get to show them our engineering notebook, which shows how we connect with our teams and inspire.
And what in the engineering notebook, does that have the plans that you started with at the beginning of the year and building your robot and
It has
everything?
the entire engineering process from the beginning of the season through the rest of the year.
All right. Are you ready for your interviews?
Yeah.
Prepared, huh? All right. Well, thanks. We're here with Landon, Andy, Eugene, and Tommy. And what can you tell us about your robot?
Well, it's supposed to latch on to the lander and uses this right here to, it rises up and then it latches on with that. And then back here there's an arm, which will, during the game, it'll extend. And it has like a collector box right there, and it'll suck up the minerals into it, and then we'll be able to dump it into the lander.
It also has a special sorter on it to make sure that we don't get the gold or the silver mixed up.
How does it do that?
It has a special thing on it where the gold is just small enough to get through it, but the silver can't, so it slides off to a different side.
So how do you design your robot? I mean, how do you know how to make it? Is that at the beginning of the year, or?
We sort of just kind of brainstorm, and whoever has the best idea, that's what we go with.
But the game that they play for the year is the same, the competition. So you have to wait to know what the competition is before you build your robot. So you base your robot on that. So every team's going to have a different robot. It's just your unique kind of design, huh?
Yeah. There's no starting point. Each team just gets a blank slate, and then they are able to build on top of that.
So there's an autonomous part of it. Tommy, you did something of that. What's up? Tell me about the autonomous part.
It starts out on the lander, so it has to lower itself. It automatically raises this up and comes to the ground, and folds this out so it can bring it back down once it's on the ground. Then it detects the minerals that are laying on the field in front of it, where there's 3 that start in front of it, and it detects the gold one and knocks it off. The other 2 are silver, and that's some points. And then it drives to the depot on the corner of the field where we drop off our marker with this mechanism.
So that's done all by the robot itself with
Yeah.
no human control.
Yep.
Which means it has to be programmed.
Yep.
And who does that?
Me.
You do? Well, where'd you learn how to do all that?
Just reading books.
Is that fun?
Yep.
Y'all enjoy doing this?
Yeah.
Y'all have a part, huh?
Yep.
So what do you think of this year's robot?
I think it's pretty good.
It's a winner.
It's a winner. All right. Does it have a mind of its own yet?
Sometimes.
The color on there, that's kind of neat. How'd that get in there? Is that part of the robot or just for decoration, kind of?
It has some minor functionality. It changes color based on which team we're on
Oh, okay.
to remind us.
Any idea how much money is going into this robot?
Thousands.
Thousands?
4,000.
So who gets to operate it?
I control the arm when we're running.
So there's 2 people that operate it during competition?
Yeah, Tommy runs the wheels. He chooses what direction to go in, and I control collecting the minerals, putting them into the locks.
So a lot of teamwork going on there.
Oh yeah, we definitely have to communicate.
Well, thank you for your time. So you're gonna be programming next year?
Yep, one more year.
One more year. Then who's gonna take over then? We need a programmer, huh?
Landon.
So you're learning from a mentor yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, we're with Aslan, Griffin, Alexander, and Tyler. So this competition, each year the competition, I guess, is different. Can you tell me what the robot's supposed to do and what the goals are?
Okay, so the goal in every game is to get the most points in the smallest amount of time. So a way for us to get easy points is our robot will latch on to this, and it can lower itself and rise itself. And if we do that at the beginning of the game, and then we we go back on here, then we get a lot of points doing that.
So that part of it, the robot's supposed to do that by itself, right?
When it starts on there by itself and comes down, but we manually get it up.
Okay. So how else do you score points?
We take these minerals and they go in a certain spot. Like these would go in here, and then these. Yeah. And you just put as many in there as you can. And
So what's the difference between the blue and the red? So how's that work? Is that where you've got the competition?
yeah, so there will be 2 robots here on the Blue Alliance and 2 over here on the Red Alliance. And you and the other blue will be working together to score in here and in there. And the red will be working to score from here and there.
I see. So what is an alliance? Do you know what, when you're saying an alliance, you're working with another team
Yeah,
from another school?
yes. So you
So-
don't know them at all, and you don't know what they can do.
But you're kind of working together.
Yeah,
And then the next time you compete, later in the day, you may be with another team.
yeah,
But you're competing against 2 other robots from 2 other teams, and they're trying to do the same thing.
yes.
So how much time does a competition last? Is there a time limit, I assume?
2 minutes and 30 seconds to do.
So you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds basically to try to get as many of your elements or minerals in,
the lander.
what is it called?
A lander.
Okay, a lander. And each mineral goes in different spots.
Yes. So this one goes in there, and then that one goes in there.
So once you knew the game back in September, then your goal then was to build a robot that would most effectively do that.
Yes.
And you got it?
Yep.
You got the one?
I hope so. I think so. Yeah.
What do you do while the other people are, well, the other two are doing the remote control? Do you cheer? Yell? I mean, how's that work? Do you cheer your teammates on while the competition's going on? I don't know. I've never been to one. It might be interesting to come watch.
Yeah, we'll cheer our team on, and we're in the pits while it's happening, watching from there and making sure whatever goes wrong there, we can try to prevent the next game.
So you're watching and learning as the competition goes on, so then you got time between your next match to make changes or strategize maybe together as a team. Sounds like a lot of fun. Is it?
Yes.
All right. Again, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this being an extracurricular team, I'm sure financing and support, financial support. So how do you handle some of that?
All of our entire team is based on fundraising and support from local sponsors. We have a lot of great sponsors that helped put this program on for the last few years. We would very much like to recognize them. So,
We'll let your junior engineers mention them.
yes.
Well, just give me a sponsor.
Northern Indiana Community Foundation.
Duke Energy.
Fox Contractors Corporation.
Denver Alliance Club.
Miami Cass REMC.
Purdue University.
FCA Foundation.
Purdue, Polytechnic of Kokomo, and Crossroads Bank of Wabash.
Beacon Credit Union and First Service Bank and Trust.
And those last couple were the sponsors for the event,
Tournament
the tournament that's going to be held
on February 16th.
Beginning
North
at?
Miami 10 a.m.
10 a.m. So if you want to come and see how robotics competition works and have some fun, come out.
Come
And
on
it's
out.
free admission.
Free admission, and we'll have food to eat, and it'll be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thank you all for your time and good luck. I'm impressed.